All right. So, part two. The inquiry project will be graded on this rubric. So you can see there's different sections. I mentioned the introduction. So there's going to be a criteria and there's going to be a grade, and certain grades are worth more than others. You'll see a 5-point scale and a 10-point scale, depending on what it is. And this is how you're going to be obtaining your marks. So this should be guiding how you create your project. If you do a project and there's no visual content, you're going to miss out on all those marks. Mathematical content is worth 10 marks, and links to the course topics is also worth 10 marks, because this is a math inquiry project. I do want there to be math content in that. 20% of your grade is just the math that you're going to be doing. So in the main body, you can see that there's different methods, there's explanation of data, there's visual, there's the correctness of your work, there's the mathematical content. So those are all going to be included in that. In your conclusion, you can see that there's, how did this tie in? What did you learn? Was there any errors or things like that? And then just an overall presentation, like, how was the organization and flow of your project? Overall workmanship, this is a big one. Like, this is like the overall, how much heart did you put in? I want to be able to look at this and see that it's visually appealing, that it's not thrown together last minute. Even look at the amount of work that I put into this rubric. I've got an infographic here. It's all in a concise font. I've made it, color coded so that different areas mean different things. And so on and so forth. Everything's consistent. Hopefully, when I see your finished product, I can look at it and be like, oh, this looks great. And also, works cited. This is an important thing. When you do research, you have to cite it at the end. And if you need help with citing, I can help you. But this isn't, an English course or a science course. So I'm not actually going to get you to cite by like MLA format or APA format or anything like that. I just want to see that you've referenced where you got your work. That's going to be important to me. So this is what the rubric looked like for the final project. When you submit your first section, the rough draft, I'm not going to actually be giving you a grade, but I'm going to be looking at, okay, what are you trying to get on this project? And then I'm going to be either providing suggestions, because if you've done something and maybe you're not, like, let's say you've circled a B, you want to get a B, and I really don't feel like your introduction has hit that B mark, I'm going to give you some suggestions for how you can improve. But if you're like, man, you have an awesome introduction, definitely B worthy, I'm going to just give a smiley face in here in the commendations, or I might even make a little point like, hey, I really like what you added here. And that goes down throughout the whole thing. So main body, I've put this little thing that says links to course topics and big ideas. If you follow this link, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to the BC curriculum. And for Apprenticeship Math 12, these are the big ideas. And you can look at all 5 of them. And hopefully in some way, shape, or form, you're going to be connecting to this. But then it also shows, the content, all the things that we learned in the course, triangles, measuring, 2D, 3D shapes, math in the workplace, and financial literacy. So all of these things are things that we did in the course. And then here are some of the skills that hopefully you were able to, also complete while doing the course. So then as you go farther down, I'm going to give you some comments on your conclusion and on the presentation. So this is not for marks. It's just going to be marked as like sort of like it's not categorized at all. It's just there for feedback. I want to be able to help you guys out, because I know that this is going to be worth a decent part of your mark. So I'm providing the rough draft rubric to help you out with that. And then once you submit, you are going to receive this final rubric once you do finish. So that's exciting. Hopefully, this provides some a really great framework for for what your project is going to entail. And if you have any questions, definitely come see me on Skype and I can help you out. There you go.